Hey guys, welcome back to the CulePodcast. Welcome back to another video. On today's video, we're going to be talking about Raphinha. We're going to be talking about Vitor Roque and especially his agent, Andre Curry. And then as well, we're going to be talking about Hansi Flick as he has made his first signing of the club. But guys, before we get started on the video, make sure to follow me on all my social media platforms. Everything's posted down below in the description. Go over there and check me out. That way you can stay up to date with everything that I do on the channel. But guys, let's get straight into the video and let's talk about Raphinha, because recent reports, especially from a report from Mundo Deportivo, it's basically saying that Raphinha is attracting interest from abroad, especially interest from Saudi Arabian clubs, and they're willing to pay over 100 million euros for the Brazilian winger and willing to even double Raphinha's salary at Barcelona. That's the interest from abroad. However, Raphinha's stance on the whole situation is that he would want to stay at Barcelona. Him and his family, they are comfortable at Barcelona, and they would only be willing to leave if it was for a top, English club in the Premier League. But since Hansi Flick has been appointed the Barcelona manager, Raphinha, he wants to know Hansi Flick's opinion on him and whether he will be an important piece for his project, because the whole situation can turn if Hansi Flick decides that Raphinha does not fit in his plans. And now, in the past, we were thinking, selling Raphinha could be a good sporting and financial move, because Raphinha's performances last season, even though he did pull up good numbers, he did leave a lot to be desired. But this season, Raphinha has turned up in some of Barcelona's biggest games, and he has been one of Barcelona's best players, and that has completely changed. And so right now, it gives even more doubts to potential, sale for Raphinha. However, if a club does come in and offer huge money, let's say 100 million plus, and are willing to, pay a big amount of Raphinha's salary, and as that report said, double it, then that's a move that Barcelona, they can't really reject. But it's all up to the players. It's all up to the player, and we'll see how the situation develops. But now, guys, I'm going to be talking about Andre Curry, Vitor Roque's agent, Vitor, not Victor, with the C, because Vitor Roque, his future is up in the air, because Hansi Flick, he wants to give him a chance in preseason just to see how he will do. And in this interview from Andre Curry, he says this in regards to Vitor Roque. Vitor Roque was waiting for more minutes with Xavi. Now with the new coach, it starts from scratch. He has a world-class player like Lewandowski in front of him. Vini, for example, took 2 years to adapt. It is not true that Xavi wanted a player, Vitor Roque, by December. He wanted him even before for July, but they didn't let him come. I insist. Xavi called him personally. And so, in that report, it says that Xavi wanted Roque to come in sooner than he did come. Roque came in January, but he wanted Roque to come in July, to have that whole year to basically build and develop under Robert Lewandowski. And it's really weird just seeing how the phrases and how the rhetoric around Roque, it turned around when he came into the club. Then it just seemed that the Xavi, he just wasn't convinced by Roque. And now looking at the whole situation, Roque will have opportunities in the summer under Hansi Flick during preseason. And as of right now, Roque will be staying at the club. And this is very, very good news, because he is a player that I do like, and I do want to see him at the club. And hopefully he does impress during preseason, because looking at the worst possible outcome, if he doesn't impress, then he most likely will be sold or either sent on loan. And that's something that is not in Barcelona's favor. But now, guys, I'm going to be talking about Hansi Flick's first signing of the club, and that is Heiko Westermann. Heiko Westermann will be part of Hansi Flick's sporting staff. He will be joining Marcasor and Tony Topalovic, assistants to Hansi Flick. Now, why is he joining Hansi Flick's staff? Well, it's because, one, he knows Spanish. He worked for Real Betis, in La Liga, and he did work with Hansi Flick before in the past, managing the lower divisions of the German Federation. He has experiences, being an assistant manager, just being part of that staff. And so him knowing the language will be able, to to be able to translate some of Hansi Flick's ideas, because even though Hansi Flick, he is learning Spanish, he's not fluent in it. And Westerman, he will be able to convey the coach's ideas a little bit more, a little bit better, but also he'll be helping in controlling the young players. He'll be helping them facilitate and grow as Hansi Flick's staff. And so this is very, very exciting, allowing Hansi Flick to focus on the most important things in the squad. Westerman, he has a lot of experience under his belt. He's managed basically the youth teams of the German Federation, and he did work for Real Betis. He wasn't a manager, I believe, in Real Betis, and he is growing as an assistant, and it is in the plans for him to become a manager in the future, and that's very, very good. But guys, that was it for the Barcelona news of the day. What do you guys make of everything that I've discussed on today's video? Raphinha receiving interest from abroad, especially Saudi Arabian clubs. Would you guys be turning down any offer that comes in for Raphinha, or would you guys be accepting? And also, let me know your guys' thoughts on Andre Curry's words in regards to Vitor Roque. Vitor Roque most likely going to be staying in the summer. Is that good news or is that bad news? And guys, definitely let me know your guys' thoughts on Hansi Flick's first signing, to his sporting staff, and that is Heiko Westerman, who will be helping him, just in the everyday and daily activities and surrounding the club. But guys, thank you guys all for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. Catch you guys all in the next video. Peace out, everyone.